I'm Allan Hancock, and I'm president of the Central Pennsylvania Community Foundation, and delighted to be a part of it. Back in 1995, and just a small group, and we got together and we said, let's start a community foundation. I thought it was a great idea because when people are giving and people are caring, it builds a community, brings people together. The time has come that we need to grow. You're not going to grow just by volunteers.
I'm Jodi Cessna. I'm the executive director of the Central Pennsylvania Community Foundation. When I got the letter that they wanted to interview me, then I had an interview with the founder, Jerry Wolf.
So we started looking at, of course, Jodi's name come in, and we interviewed Jodi, but we were very honest with her. We said, Jodi, I'm gonna tell you something. We can probably afford you for about 6 months.
I knew the people that were involved in this organization. They were the go-getters in this community. They were the people that made things happen, and I'm willing to trust them if they're willing to trust me. One of our earliest pictures of our board was actually our officers, and it included Jerry Wolf, John Kazmaier, Allan Hancock, Nancy DeVoris, Len Whiting, and Ann Benzel. And that group of people, in the early days especially, were so helpful to me and really pushed this organization on a forward path. On March 24th, 1995, we were known as the Greater Altoona-Blair County Community Endowment. Then we quickly decided to change our name to just the Blair County Community Endowment.
So we said, let's think about Central Pennsylvania and reach out, because that's where many people are from that don't have a community foundation.
And in 2003, we became the Central Pennsylvania Community Foundation.
So that the name speaks to the territory we're covering. Happy about that.
Some of the things I'm most proud of at the Community Foundation are, of course, the number of people that we have impacted. Because there are individuals, with a scholarship it might be one person, but when you're able to help an organization, the lives you're impacting with one gift can be hundreds or thousands. And then when it impacts the entire community, that's where you're able to really see the difference that you're able to make, and it's completely based on the generosity of this community.
My name is Jessica DiGennaro. I am the founder of the Because We Care Foundation. Well, Because We Care provides police, fire, EMS, and dispatch in over 5 counties with personalized teddy bears that they give out to children during traumatic situations. The goal is to have a good positive impact in the lives of children when they're going through a difficult time. After I had started Because We Care, it was brought to my attention that it would probably be a good idea to have a trusted place within the city to administer our funds. And thankfully, I heard about Jodi and went in and met with her and started the Because We Care Foundation through you guys.
Some of our notable milestones that happened in the early years were, of course, the first scholarship. So the R.D.J. Dillon Memorial Scholarship was awarded for the first time in 1998. And that was just the first of thousands of scholarships to come in our history.
We're Carolyn Sparks, and this is my husband, Jack Sparks. And our relationship to the foundation is one of pleasurable and giving that we could have never imagined. We were blessed that when we lost our first son, we had some money accumulated for continuing of his education, but then our second son passed with cancer, and we knew right away when we met Jodi that this was where we wanted to go. We were really honored that there was something that supported the community and supported education.
The nicest part about a community foundation is that anyone can be part of it. We have foundations where people give to the Gospel Hill Flag Fund.
My name is John Gority. I've been supporting the flag on Gospel Hill for a lot of years. We make donations every year, of course, and the Flag Day event is just to be able to honor the flag that I fought for. Is very important for the community, for them to realize that that's not cheap to put that flag up there. It costs a lot of money every year to have it repaired, and sometimes having to actually replace the flag. In 2010, my wife Donna Gority, past commissioner of Blair County, 28 years she served, and she's still serving, even after her retirement. She received a fellowship award in 2010, which I'm very proud of. Sort of brings a tear to my eye.
We actually have one foundation where the family wanted to make the first contribution, and it was $25. And now it's grown to provide scholarship after scholarship.
The annual luncheon is one of the greatest gifts that the Community Foundation can give.
I actually get the applications, and I read them all. And Carolyn ends up approving or disapproving my selection.
It's just people who want to make a difference and really care about our community.
The ARC's relationship and Central Pennsylvania Community Foundation's relationship goes back a very long way. We have been involved in many different aspects. One of the major relationships between the ARC and CPCF is our grant process. We have been fortunate enough to have been awarded grants through the Central Pennsylvania Community Foundation. The ARC decided to establish a trust fund a few years ago based on if we have any additional funds in our operating expenses, we wanted to make sure that we were set in case of an emergency and that we had something that we could give back to the community. And as we started to search, the very first comment that almost everyone on the board and that our members suggested was the Central Pennsylvania Community Foundation. One, because we like that they're local, and two, because they have established themselves to be very trustworthy. We knew that this was just something where we could get hands-on, helping us to set it up, and that it would be established for many decades to come. And it is because of the Community Foundation that we have really been able to open up doors. Without CPCF, the ARC would not have had the funding to do the amount of projects that we have done for the outreach to reach our mission statement goal.
All right, well, I'm Corporal Bennett with the Blair County Sheriff's Office. I've been there 6+ years, and I am a corporal in our warrant unit. And beside me is my better half, and that's Rick. He carries the title of sergeant, and he is assigned to me as his handler, and he also is in the warrant unit, and he is an explosive detections dog. When I first took over, we were trying to get a vehicle, and yeah, the car was a really big deal. All the canines, they needed some safe, reliable transportation, and what's specialty to them is the cars are outfitted with a kennel inside that keeps them safe, and also actually protects the public, because that way if somebody would accidentally, go up to the window, they're not at risk of, interacting with the dog in a negative way. We are solely reliant on donations to fund our canine unit. There has not been a budget put in place, so unfortunately we are slightly at the mercy of, our citizens of the county, but at the same time, we haven't been at the mercy because they've been overwhelmingly, helpful and reliable and have treated him amazingly and donated to us, which continues to allow us to operate and keep the community safe.
One of our greatest milestones was reaching the $1 million asset level. So that was kind of where we felt we really can do this. And it also made other people understand, because then it seemed like 2 million came quickly, 3 million came quickly, then we were at 5 million.
The great thing that happened to us was the McClanahan Corporation came in and they said, we would like to start a foundation for our corporation. That was a big breakthrough. An organization so well known in this area and outside this area, internationally, to come forward and say we want to be part of you and be the first corporate foundation that put us on the map.
One of my favorite parts of the grant writing process is when they have the award ceremony, and if the ARC is fortunate enough to have been a recipient, when you attend, there are so many organizations that receive funding through the Central Pennsylvania Community Foundation, and it's overwhelming. And it makes me very proud to see how CPCF helps so many people, but also to see all of the many facets, the many, many agencies that receive this. I would think that no matter what your family status is, no matter where you live, no matter what your hobbies are, that CPCF had to have touched it in some way. because that's how many organizations that they're able to give to.
Having that security of knowing that your funds are being administered the correct way, and also giving your donors and the public that peace of mind, knowing that the money that they are donating is going to exactly what it's supposed to go to.
There's so many different funds there that are managed, and I think they're managed very well.
And I tell everybody this, I say all the time, you do not realize if we did not have CPCF, if we did not have the many agencies, our county would look so different.
As we continue to grow and the community continues to see the impact that we're having, the sky truly is the limit for this organization.
It's an exciting thing to get involved in. Makes you feel good.